It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jayhawks offense as they take control of the football first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had
old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Keep it on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Broncos offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
100%. That they are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Broncos with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Press center downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup.
Touchdown, Broncos! Fitted in the window for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Changing the routes with his receivers. Uh-oh, look out. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this 3-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that was a massive win for this head coach.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The run to the left. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. They boot it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Inside. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Needs it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand them the ball and give the defense a boost of morale that they really didn't earn?
Yeah, and I like the decision, too, based on who their personnel is and what their identity is as an offense. They want to be physical and control the line of scrimmage. It's a good call.
He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The Jayhawks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Churns into the pile. There he goes. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out of their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Keeps it on the ground. He's got enough. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On play action. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's 2nd and long. To the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. 3rd and long coming up. They'll run it. Got the first down. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
We're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you've got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start with a pass. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. After you left for them to spend. And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down to the air. Out wide left, it's Anderson. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Third and long right here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Back's got it on the screen. Spinderella across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Play action on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Anderson. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Lost to throw again. Misses badly on that one.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Got an alley. Oh, he's got some space. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
Burrowing for yardage. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down.
Have it with a 1st and 10. Quick handoff. There's some daylight. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They're going to run it. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Drives inside. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The Jayhawks will try to convert on fourth down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. The give on fourth. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Stewart. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll run him again. And he could not get loose on the run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Just smothered on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Right side, it's Parker. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to it. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks! That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Hits inside, it's Stewart.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Stewart. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Finds his tight end. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Rush right in his face. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Long way to go on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Rush is on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. The give. He's got the first down. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and goal. Making the adjustment on the play. Timeout taken by Boise State. 2nd time they've stopped the clock here in the half. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. The offense knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And with that, the Broncos use their final timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, right chalk Jayhawk! And they take it in for 6 more points. Effective effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Fires deep on the run. Brings it down on the right side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Catch in the middle, it's Temple. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Under pressure. Left side is Temple. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback signaling to his guy. The give to the lone running back. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Back now to your game inside the Alamo Dome. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of yardage, and it's reflected there on the scoreboard. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go, because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other and you get some motivation, you need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
Just gets rid of it before the Heat.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And he avoids the sack.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing, got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
Not a lot of room to field this one. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. Drops back on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I dump it to him. Look at that. He makes a big play for me.
The handoff. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Just got rid of that one.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Got it, it's blocked. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Looking for a gap, it's Stewart. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Turns out it's Stewart. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Temple. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Trying to squeak through the pile. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Enough to move the chains. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. the Broncos will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Broncos!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Quarterback changing the play. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Gets rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Searching for space. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Boise State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution in that punt return.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Lost to throw on 1st. Hauls it in. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
He'll try the right side. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Jayhawks come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the 2nd straight play.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Looking for the marker. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half around midfield. You can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big 4th down stop.
Snags it. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Caught in the backfield, it's Temple. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Stewart. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Jukes his way for more. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Broncos are in the red zone. Tough run here, it's Stewart. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Fresh set of downs going up top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 40, the 20. And with the pick 6. Touchdown, Kansas. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. The ride. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short and it's 4th down. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. On his way back from the 20. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The Jayhawks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The sack makes it an even longer 3rd down chance for this offense. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Making his first move. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Lets it fly on the move.